Yes, guys, it's me again. I know I'm a bit late. I'm a bit late with your review, but have no fear, it is here. And I have to just say one thing: catches win matches. Guys, it's cricket 101. We all know catches win matches. First T20, Windies versus England. And that was really the tale of the two games, or the two innings even. West Indies put into bat. I think it was the right decision by England. Obviously the result proved so, but both teams preferred chasing. T20, no score is really safe these days when it comes to limited overs. So you back yourself to really chase whatever the opposition set. Equally, if you're not sure what the pitch, what pass scores on the pitch, etc., you put the opposition in, make them have to force the issue and set the total, and then you can, use their innings as a guideline. I think England did that brilliantly, but West Indies, we didn't bat too badly, but I think we probably, I would say 10, possibly 20 runs short. A few changes. Fabian Allen came in, the left arm spinner for Devendra Bishu, and Nicholas Pooran came back into the side as well for John Campbell. And it was actually Shai Hope who opened the innings with Chris Gale. Both of them got out pretty early. Gale making 15 and Shai Hope making 6. He hit the first ball for 4. All looked well and good, but he wasn't able to go on. Now, batsman went, Hetmeyer, Bravo. Well, Bravo actually made 28, so it was actually a decent innings. But Nicholas Pooran, brilliant innings from him. 58 from 37 deliveries, and he really hit England and their bowlers. None of the hits, not none, but there wasn't many that, if you look back at the ODI series where they were clearing the ropes and sometimes even clearing the ground. I don't remember any sixes going that big, but they were enough to get it for 6. And to be honest, as long as it's over the rope, it's the same amount of runs, right? But it shows that the nature of the pitch wasn't as true as we've seen earlier in the tour. Chris Jordan, he was picked by England after missing out on the ODI series. So he's probably hoping that he can stake a claim in this T20 series to get into the World Cup. We know the bowling options for England. There are plenty of them. Some who haven't even played for England yet, and some who are seasoned veterans, you might say. But he got a key wicket of Darren Bravo. Brilliant delivery, slower ball, and an even better catch. Leaping across the wicket, across the non-striker to take a catch very, very low down. Unbelievable, but that's what he does. He's got bucket hands, he's athletic, he's brilliant. A brilliant player to have in the limited overs because he can bat as well. But his bowling, especially at the death, is what's key. And even, as it proved, any time throughout the innings. Now, as I said, we made 160, leaving England 161 runs to win. There was no Russell again. I'm hearing that he's actually got a recurring knee injury. He had been given some injections after the Pakistan Super League, and it seems to have inflamed and swelled up. So then now there's going to be doubts about whether or not he's going to make the World Cup. It's going to be a massive miss if he doesn't make it. We really, really need him as the key all-rounder. Brathwaite, he got out for a duck again, so he had a decent end to the ODI series, but his batting still leaves a lot to concern, and his bowling can be effective, but it's not scaring anyone. It's really not scaring anyone. But like I said, 161, a few big hits laid down from Fabian Allen and Ashley Nurse got us to that total. And it meant we had to bowl well. We had to field well to restrict England. A long and strong England batting lineup. The team changed, to be fair, changed significantly from the ODI series, but some would you class as specialist T20s T20 players like Chris Jordan, Sam Billings came in, Alex Hales, he opened the batting, Tom Curran. There was a few new faces that we haven't seen on this tour yet. David Willey, I think he was with the ODI squad, but he didn't make any appearances, and he's made his one in the first T20. But as I said, catches win matches. Alex Hales dropped early in the first over. The first over from Sheldon Cottrell, which went for 17. He finally got the wicket off the last ball, but he didn't start well either. The first ball clipped off the legs for 4. I think it was the second or third ball, clipped off the legs again for 4. It was a poor over, compounded by the drop. I think it was the 4th ball. And these are simple chances, really simple chances that we need to be taking. And then he did bowl Alex Hales the last ball. So he got a bit of retribution, 17 for 1 after the first. The next over, that was bowled by O'Shane Thomas. That went for runs. It wasn't a good start for West Indies. 2 leg side, too easy to score. Bairstow dropped on 30. Bairstow dropped on 50. Bairstow was dropped at least twice before he got out. I think across the innings, Brathwaite dropped a simple chance. O'Shane Thomas, he dropped a late chance. And I think the keeper as well dropped a chance as well. So we gave ourselves too much work to do. The total wasn't great. It was decent, competitive. But as I said, we had to bowl well, we had to field well. And we didn't do that. Root came and went, LBW again, Sheldon Cottrell. He was the best bowler. I'll give him that. He was definitely the best bowler. He didn't start great, as I said. Owen Morgan, Brathwaite got his wicket. Holder got Joe Denley, and Cottrell again got Billings late on. But for me, it was just disappointing because maybe this is why we are where we are. In the Test series, first 2 games, brilliant. Absolute brilliance. Like, I haven't seen us play like that in years. Third game, kind of fell off the wagon a bit. Intensity was down, fielding, dropping catches, sloppiness. In the ODI series, we won that series anyway. ODI series, we start off poor. We get back into it. And then we draw the series in the end. T20 series, we started off poor. We can't seem to keep that consistency over a series, a tour. I mean, it's got better than it used to be. Sometimes it used to be like, we'll have a good session and then we'll capitulate after in a test match. Or we'll have a good spell in a match and the rest of it will be a debacle. So at least when we're on it for the whole match. But if we're going to make the rise up the rankings, we need to be on it match after match after match. Now, I know it's a T20, and I know this isn't the normal T20 side. There's some specialist players who didn't play in this because they're given Jason Holt the captaincy to keep the team, the group together in the build-up to the World Cup. I understand that. But even more so because of that, we need to be on it. The intensity needs to be high because these are, whether it's 20 overs, 50 overs, 30 overs, I don't care. This is a warm-up for the World Cup. So you need to make sure that you don't drop no intensity in the build-up. The reality is, if you do, your place needs to be at risk. None of these players for me can say, yeah, my place is secure. That's how it needs to be. Everyone should be fighting for their place. And that comes from runs, that comes from wickets, and it comes from giving their all, playing to the best of their ability for the whole match. So the second T20 is today, in a couple of hours. I hope to see a better performance. Whether we win or not is that, you know, that's the result. That's the end result. How we go about the game is what I want to see. That's the most important thing for me. Because if you come up against a better side, you come up against a better side. But you make them work for it. And the reality is, for me, in T20s, England aren't the better side than us. ODIs, yeah, I give them that. Test cricket, I give them that as well. But we won and drew those series. So this is the series that we need to be winning, because this is the series where we've made our name in the last few years. We've made our mark winning 2 World Championships. and we're at home. We're going over to St. Kitts now for the last two. We need to make sure that these fans in St. Kitts and Nevis are receiving the same joy that we gave to the fans in St. Lucia, the same joy we gave to the fans in Barbados, and the same joy we gave to the fans in Antigua. So I expect a much, much better performance. I wouldn't change anything per se. I'm not sure what the real options are. No, I wouldn't really change anything, because if Russell was available, of course, bring him in. But we've got a few injuries in the bowling department. The only other batsman who's had his chance for me, I'm not saying get rid of him, but John Campbell didn't stake his claim. So you have to give others a chance. And Pooran had a very good innings, so he deserves another shot. And I just hope that, you know, we can perform better. Gale made 15 runs, but we can't rely on Gale or any one player in every game. So Gale making 15 runs, I'm not even too disappointed, because now I want to see who else is going to step up. Who's going to step up if, for some reason, our main guys don't turn up on the night. It can happen. You can get a beauty first ball and you're out. Someone else has to take that mantle. If a bowler's not bowling too well, I know we've got Cottrell, who is bowling well, Thomas, who's a bit expensive at the moment. I want to see Holder and Brathwaite make it hard for the batsmen. Don't be bowling donkey drops, as I say, in the middle of the pitch, making it easy for them to get runs. The spinners need to make sure that they're not just tying up at end, but wicket taking like Adil Rashid does. I just want to see an all-round better performance. The fielders need to back up the bowlers, both for the catching and the ground field in general, giving away runs, making it easy. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how the pitch behaves in these last two T20s, and I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, with the review of the second T20. Make sure you check out the rest of our videos, and I'll see you all soon.